Do you understand that if we went around this whole auditorium right now and I asked people what they're complaining about, that 99% of it is dumb ass shit? Yeah. Like, we complain about the dumbest shit and then real shit happens and we're like, oh fuck. Like, I have some friends and relatives that complain so much that it gets me to such a crazy level. I said to one relative, I'm like, and I was at wit's end, we were having like a real conversation. I was just like, man, I wish something really bad happened to you. Because I don't mean it, but what I was trying to say to them is like, you complain about nonsense. And Karen at work is ruining me. Like, you know, like just like silly shit. Have you ever, like, do you watch Society? I watched somebody berate someone the other day at the airport for cutting them in line. Berate. As if that's some, like, what's the matter? I'll tell you what's the matter, people are unhappy. And this game matters, we have to fight for our own happiness over everything. So the high level activity that happens is I don't meditate, it's not exercise. Like, there's nothing, I don't fucking watch Rocky IV videos. I wake up and I say, my God, another fucking day on this earth where the people I love are good, I'm good. Now let me go work for 15 hours and have 800 fucking things go wrong. I am very inspired by the following scenario. I take a lot of 6 a.m. flights because I'm trying to get home as often as possible. So a lot of times when I have to fly, I'll take the earliest flight, get in, do what I have to do and get home. I am, to this day, wildly inspired, and I live in Manhattan, in New York City. What that means is we have 3 major airports and all of them require me to go through the city. Inevitably, I'm leaving at 4 a.m., 4:30 in the morning. And I'm watching people get out of the subway at 4 and 5 in the morning. And there's just something about the human, and I make up stories for myself. This is not even probably their real story, but I'll watch like a 52-year-old woman come out of the subway at 4:13 in the morning with 3 bags. And I think about like, is she like the backbone of her family? Did she lose her husband and she has 3 children that she's trying to, you know, provide for? I don't get inspired by like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk or Garyvee. I really don't. I genuinely don't. I get inspired by the hundreds of millions of people, the billions of people on earth that fucking grind through to try to make it better for their family. It inspires the living shit out of me. Does everybody understand how many people on earth could not afford to come to this conference? We are just all uncomfortably blessed. And so I'm inspired by the people in the dirt that have no choice and still punch through because they love the people in their family. I listened to positive people around me, and I didn't listen to a lot of influential family members I had in my life, cousins, grandparents, like things of that nature, and friends. I just limited envy and jealousy, and I leaned into optimism and gratitude, and I've been practicing it for 40 years, and here I am. But what I've seen that really inspires the shit out of me, which is why I'm making this comment on this video, is I've watched people who for 37 years or 18 years or 22 years be the opposite, come into our world or other people's worlds or marry someone who's positive and grateful, and I've watched them shift their perspective. Humans are byproducts of the information and the energy they decide to consume. This is why I would get so crazy about like people who want to like stay in unhappiness. Like if you're unhappy, if you're deeply unhappy, instead of blaming everyone else for it, put in the work to get out of it. Because you can, I believe in people. This is not like you're an asshole, you know, like you're a bad guy, like you go, you fucking, no, this is like, I fucking believe in you. Like you can do it, right Dust?
Yes sir.
You believe that, right?
I believe I'm to try all the time.
Right, and you believe that everyone has different levels of talent to be able to pull it off, but us within our own selves have the capacity to move the ball down the field and choose it and be a little bit better than before. Avi, do you feel, Avi, that you are more optimistic and like positive because we've been around each other?
Absolutely.
Truly? Nope, don't bullshit me
My
now.
heart. Yeah,
In your heart?
Yeah.
Mainly because it's just the energy that's always around? Do you think it just seeps? We haven't really talked like that.
No, but the energy, the life experience, it's all positive. And I truly believe like any one of us can overcome anything. We just probably need a little push, a little encouragement.
Or serendipity, or the luck of the draw of getting into an environment that's that way. But then when I say the luck of the draw, one can create their luck by acknowledging right in this minute as you watch this fucking video or listen to it on podcast that you're like, fuck it. Like everyone has a fuck it moment. Oh, you don't get it, Julian, I'm a perfectionist, that's why I can't put out this video. This is why I'm not starting my photography career. I'm a perfectionist. No, you're not. You're cute with your words and you're using it as an excuse to not do because you fear failure. You're not a perfectionist, you're an avoider.
Their scales get reset. They're starting at -5 instead of at 0. So them getting to just
-2.
yeah is great. Or they
I
find
agree.
comfort in being in that position because that's what they do for so long.
Yeah, they find comfort, but what they're doing is they're avoiding accountability. Fear. Fucking hate fear, man. Boy, do I fucking hate fear. Boy, do I hate fear.
Yeah, it's like the perfection thing. It's not about being a perfectionist. You're afraid to fail.
100%. And it's a cute version. You don't have the humility to admit that you're scared, so you created this real pretty package called perfection. Boy, do I get triggered when people say I'm a perfectionist. I get triggered, and it's funny, not anger, deep empathy. I'm like, wow, you're deeply scared, and you've manipulated yourself and others to hide that you're scared. The reason I'm petrified of 8th place trophies is when you tell a child, you sucked at this, but we're still gonna give you a medal because we don't wanna hurt your feelings, we're telling the child that losing is bad. You're stuck right now because you think losing is bad. I know that when I let all my people do everything, that when they fuck it up, that I call the customer and I say, I'm sorry, and I fix it.
Snap.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? They're gonna fuck it up and what? You're gonna go out of business?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fuck are we talking about?
That's right. I know. I knew it. Thanks, Gary.
You're welcome.